What's up guys? What once seemed like little more than a dream, nay, a utopia, moved one huge step forward several months ago. While we're still a fairly long way from the newly adopted law in the EU imposing a common charger for mobile devices actually being implemented, it sure looks like there's no escape for Apple. If the Cupertino-based tech giant wants to continue selling its iPhones and iPads on European Union territory, said devices will have to be equipped with USB Type-C ports soon. That's unlikely to be a problem for the iPad family, the entirety of which is expected to adopt the universal USB-C standard no later than this year. But iPhones are still a proprietary Lightning affair, and it's not clear if Apple had firm plans to change that in 2023 or 2024. Unfortunately, both next year's iPhone 15 series and the iPhone 16 roster after that could, at least in theory, stick with the almost universally hated Lightning connector. It's also not entirely clear how this new law might impact Apple's long-rumored intentions to eventually go down the portless handset route. What's etched in stone today is the European Union's overwhelming support for one mobile charging standard to rule them all, sealed with no less than 602 votes in favor, just 13 against and a measly 8 abstentions. Another approval will have to come from the European Council, which is obviously nothing but a formality, after which the radio equipment directive is to be published in the EU official journal and enter into force 20 days later. Member states will then get 12 months to transpose the rules and another 12 months to apply them, which essentially means the Lightning ban will only come into effect for iPhones released in 2025 and beyond. Laptop manufacturers, including Apple, will get even more time to implement USB Type-C technology across their products, as the EU's new obligation is scheduled to expand to that particular category from spring 2026. In response to that, Apple could pull out a surprise announcement next year, a completely portless iPhone 15 as a giant middle finger to the EU. It's easy to understand why we keep on hearing about this. A portless iPhone sounds like a dream device akin to flying cars with no cables to worry about. And conveniently for Apple, this means even slimmer boxes with no cable inside. A win-win. Plus, even reliable analysts considered it possible a few years ago, so maybe it can happen after all. Well, that just sounds like more problems when trying to do different things with your device. To people who think that wireless charging is better, just take a moment to think about the power inefficiency. And the funniest thing is that the wireless charger has a wire. In addition, supply chain insiders like the famous Minchu Kuo have changed their minds and are now fully behind a USB-C future for the iPhone 15. And if Apple were to make a big move like going portless, well, that requires all sorts of preparation and a big change in the supply chains, as well as a shift in production. If this was to happen soon, there would be some signs, but there are none currently. That doesn't mean it is not going to happen ever in the future, but it's a pretty good indication that it's not happening this year. It seems to me that everyone will be more than happy if the iPhone switches to USB-C. No need for a portless iPhone. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video, good luck!